So I'll read the story that I wrote, combining one of my favorite shows and one of my favorite series. This is called Fear Factor X.
Ooh.
The moon was shining on the black harbor, dimly yet bright. A ship on the horizon could be heard blowing its loud horn. The wind was cold and blowing under the cold, bright moon. Only the waves could be heard, save for the howling winds. Leon could feel a chill run up his spine and pulled his collar up with both of his hands, with fingerless gloves upon them. He had been here before, 4 years ago, when him and Jill were still together. That's all over now, though. After all he had been through, all the psychopathic shit Leon had seen, it still bothered him most that he didn't say goodbye. Not the way he wanted to, anyway. Now all he had was himself and his gun. Even when you save the ones you love, everyone leaves you in the end, he thought. Well, fuck it. At least I have my mission. Win the game, trace the money, find who stole Jill away from him. As he approached the bright lights ahead, Leon could see the set crawling with a set crew, scrambling like bugs. Massive cranes hung above them like metal monstrosities. Cameras were everywhere and microphones. It was like a movie set. Just past the crew, he could see some of the other competitors. Some he could recognize, some not. Ah, there's Tracer, Liquid Snake, Sasuke, Lanky Kong. Then he heard a loud motor approaching from the opposite direction he came from. Emerging from the darkness into the light and greeted by several crew members was a familiar face. Axel from Twisted Metal. It's a party now, Leon thought. I wonder who else is in this shit. Well, if it isn't the sweetheart of Raccoon City himself. How are you, cowboy? A cherry from a cigarette glowed in the dark shadows, then moved at Leon like a small demon. Rouge the Bat. He should have known she'd get her paws into this mess, too. Rouge, brave of you to hang around here. You're not planning on being on camera, are you? Easy, Tiger. I'm not playing the game. I'm the lead producer on this deal. Son of a fucking bitch, Leon thought to himself. With her pulling the strings, the mission might be completely turbo-fucked. What's the matter, Leon? Bat got your tongue? I'm just a bit surprised. You look good, Rouge. Really. Sweet. You always were, Leon. Too bad we couldn't have been different back when we were on patrol together. That was a long time ago, Leon replied. Not that long. You're making me feel old, Leon. And you know that's my greatest fear. Ha! I suppose they would know how to get to me on this stupid show. You call your own TV show stupid? Some producer you are. It's all money, honey. And plus, you can't think this is cool, right? Even Joe knows it's dumb as fuck. I don't think one thing or another, but you're right. It is all about the money, in the end. Which has me curious. Why are you after it? Got yourself in a pinch, Leon? You know you could have come to me. And sell my soul? No chance. I'll learn it honestly on a reality game show. A show that makes you face your greatest fears, Rouge smirked. Mine aren't anything you can manifest on a camera. You know what I've seen. This will be kindergarten for preschoolers. Indeed. Welcome, dear. Please enjoy the refreshments, and if you need anything at all, I'll be in my trailer. With a clap of her heels, Rouge strutted towards a pink trailer and disappeared inside. Alone again, Leon thought. Well, let's get this shit over with. Leon walked into the bright lights of the set of Fear Factor. All of the crew were still moving to and fro like a ship crew in a crazy-ass storm. The other contestants were fraternizing with one another, and he could see Samus Aran arrive with her best friend, one of the Sims. Leon didn't know her name, but he could see the green diamond above her head. Tough competition, he said to himself. He saw another figure walk onto the set, wearing one of the coolest jackets Leon had ever seen. Holy fuck, that's Joe Rogan. He immediately made his way over to Leon. What's up, dude? Welcome to the show. I'm Joe. He put his hand out to shake Leon's and gave him the firmest grip he had ever felt. This is a man who knows who he is, Leon thought. Thanks for having me, Leon said with a smile. He could tell Joe was ripped. Why don't we go meet everyone else and start the show, Joe said. The two went and joined the rest of the group. After the introductions were made, it was time to start shooting the episode of Fear Factor. All cameras were in place, makeup was finished, and the sound was ready to go, and the lighting was perfect. Joe stood on a gravel path across from the 7 contestants. Apparently, the sim was not here to compete, but cheer on Samus. Welcome, contestants, to Fear Factor, the show that will make you face your greatest fears and the chance to win $50,000. 7 of you have come here today, but only 1 will remain by the time we're finished. There will be 3 challenges in 3 days. So without further ado, let's see who's a fraidy cat. Leon felt the energy of the others standing next to him, tense and ready to begin, wondering what the first challenge will be. For the first challenge, you'll be brought up to the top of one of these cranes. Once on top, you have to make a jump to the other crane in order to get a flag. You will then have to make a second jump back to the first crane to place the flag in the holder. The person with the slowest time will be eliminated. So, who's first? Lanky Kong immediately puked all over the ground as he was terrified of heights. I'm used to standing on top of big metal things, Liquid laughed. I'll do it. Liquid and everyone else basically had no problems doing the challenge. Lanky Kong was seen by the medic team and given Gatorade. Unfortunately, he was eliminated for not even trying the challenge. Tracer was also eliminated because she teleported, and Joe said she was cheating, and the person with the fastest time was amazingly Axel, who was very fast despite his size. Lanky Kong said, I'm disappointed in myself for making a big mess, but I had no idea the show was going to be this scary. Tracer was more ticked and said, I'm just glad I put myself out there, but they didn't say anything about teleporting. Oh well, haters gonna hate. Axel cheered himself on. Hell yeah, motherfuckers, I'm taking it all home. He began doing donuts and making a huge dust tornado. Joe congratulated everyone. All right, guys, good job. You made it. First challenge down, but tomorrow's going to be a little bit different, so get some sleep and be ready. The next day, they had Leon and the others gather in what looked like a mummy's tomb. On the table was silver platters covered with lids. Joe stood next to the table with a devious smile. Welcome back, everybody. How are we feeling today? Liquid rubbed his shoulder he hit during a jump. Sore! Well, today you won't be running or jumping or climbing. Today you'll be eating. Leon was on edge. This was always the worst round of the show. They always make them eat some fucked up shit like worms or testicles. What horrible, nasty thing does Roosh have in store for him? I hope you guys are hungry because today is a very special episode of Fear Factor. I hope none of you baby out because today you have to eat. As Joe lifted the platter lids, Leon's stomach dropped. What would it be? Would it kill him? Would he have to eat a guy? There's no way he would do that fucking shit. Not in a million fucking years. Whatever this is going to be, Leon knew he'd have to eat it. To get the money, to save her, to complete his mission. He nearly fainted when he heard Joe say, dirty diapers.